welcome to another snack attack on Lady MaRee's Life. We're here to taste some pastries that I found at our local corner store. We've been visiting them a lot lately. So I got 3 different flavors of fruit pastries that are from Oven Delights Bakehouse. They are cherry,
guava, and blueberry cheese.
Ooh, here we go. I'm gonna reveal. I don't like
Danishes.
guava. I don't like guava. Yeah, they're cherry cheese Danishes.
No. Why is that one so out of date?
Best by 5/18. Let's see. Well, today's date is 5/15. So.
That's 5/18.
Yeah.
And these are good. This is 5/29 and 6/1.
This probably was just an earlier one that was sent.
Sitting on the shelf for a while. Probably people don't like it.
But it's still within date, according to today's date, which is Saturday, May 15th, 2021.
I've had these before. Not these particular ones, but like because you know, I'm a big fan of the cheese bun.
Ooh, Entenmann.
Of the Entenmann's cheese Danish. That is like heaven for me, especially like the middle part, like that cheese. I like eating around it, and then I just keep the middle part to the end, and then I eat that and just savor it. So like I got these thinking that the filling was going to be kind of like the same, even though they're not made by Entenmann's. And yeah,
you know, I have to say I've gotten better with cheese Danishes. When I was a kid, I hated them, except the McDonald's one. I would eat the middle. This is back in like the 80s when I was like 5.
McDonald's had Danishes?
In California they did, at least. That's where I knew them from. They almost look like a cheese bun. So, but I'm just a big fan. And then the older I got, I've been liking...
Are they called cheese buns, or is that something we call them?
The Entenmann's technically calls them cheese buns, but they're technically a cheese Danish.
Cheese buns.
Yeah. Alright, what flavor do you want to start off with first?
Let's do the guava.
I can't stand guava. You like guava.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You like it with the cheese. I like eating the cheese, and then I give it my guava square.
That's usually like most Puerto Rican households that I go to. That's like their kind of like their hors d'oeuvre. It'll be like Ritz cracker, or it's a cracker of some kind.
Probably
some cheese, cracker. And usually the cheese is like the queso de papa, like that orange one, and then a little thing of salami and a guava.
Yep. And what do I normally do?
You give me the guava.
And I eat the other parts. I just don't like guava. It has an odd, like, fruit flavor to me. It just always tastes like old fruit. But when it's mixed in, like, say, a smoothie or something, I'll like it. But just straight up, And I've tried it too many times. After a few times, you just kind of know you don't like it. Here we go. ASMR moment.
I won't do the whole thing.
Yeah, just do that little, and we'll each get like a little finger. Or half it. Yeah, we can just half that.
I mean, there's enough filling in there. Then you just gotta...
Oh, I can smell it.
Smell.
I'm really hoping that here, show it. Don't move it. I'll get the thing. Okay. I'm hoping that the cheese, like the cream cheese filling, kind of helps the guava for me.
Look at this.
It smells like really old fruit. What?
Like the layers.
Well, yeah, it's a buttery, flaky layer. All right, let's try the layer first. All right, here we go. This, I'm telling you, some of these snack attacks help me like stuff that I don't normally like. This is good. This does not taste like those hard, like solid bricks of guava. It's nice. It's soft. Like you literally like squeeze it. The pastry doesn't feel hard. This is good.
The one thing I don't like about these things, and I've like I said, I've had before, like the cheese one, the regular cheese one. is I don't like that the pastry part. I
Well,
feel
it's
like
bland.
it's too bready.
Yeah.
Like if it were
A little flakier.
not even flakier, but like if it was a lot like less
cheese buns?
layers. Yeah, like the cheese buns.
But the
like,
thing is, this is more of a bread pastry than like, say, your cheese bun one, because your cheese bun one has more of the flatter, layered dough, because you know how they make it, right? Where they keep folding it with butter on top of butter and on top of butter. So when you do all the flavors and it goes in the oven, the theory is that's why you have to layer with the cold butter. I think it's called laminating. When it goes into the oven, the cold butter, the steam releases from the moisture, and then that's what causes like those pockets in the air. That's why like you fold.
Did you learn that from Mary Berry?
Possibly some cooking thing. I don't know.
Soggy bottoms.
Okay, I'm giving this a 3. I don't want to go straight to a 4, but there's a chance I might actually pick it up. I'm really shocked. It smells funky, but it tastes good.
Yeah, I like it's a good mixture, the guava and the cheese.
Would you buy this on your own? Because you're a big honey buns fan.
No,
Because of the pastry.
because of the pastry, but it still tastes good.
The guts.
I just wouldn't use my money to buy it.
Well, you did on this one. Actually, no, I bought them. I bought them.
You did buy them.
Yeah. Well, you said earlier you picked them.
Because even in the store, I told you like
Yeah.
that thick shell.
It is thick. It is very doughy. It would be nice if it was a little. I'm glad it's not super hard.
It's almost like.
Okay. It's almost like.
Oh, okay. It's almost like. Do you remember when you were in school and like let's say they had a certain meal that came with a roll? It almost tastes like they took the filling and they put it in a roll from a school, like from a school lunch.
Yeah, it reminds me of a hospital roll.
Yeah, like a very
Yeah.
cheap bread.
Yeah. I have to say, like, okay, so going back, I know I said, like, I'm glad it's not super hard and flaky. Thinking more about it, it's not like it's a bad thing, but I think it would be nice if it was a little crispier.
Crispy.
But I don't mind the doughiness, but I can see your point. All right, I'm giving it a 3.
I'll give it a 3 too.
Oh.
You pick the next one.
Let's do berry. Let's blueberry. Cherry, I want to save last. All right. Doesn't this kind of look like a sandal? Almost.
It does, like toes right here.
Yeah. Oh, we're doing a bigger piece. Okay. So you're cutting in half? All right. There's like barely any blueberry. It's on the side. Wait, flip it.
Wow, that's just like a little.
Yeah. It's not really evenly spread out, but all right.
You ever seen the movie Casino?
Hmm?
Or Robert De Niro? You should insert that scene where he talks about the blueberries. The blueberry muffins.
What? Look at that. Look at this. There's nothing. Look how many blueberries your muffin has and how many mine has. Yours is falling apart. I have nothing. What are you talking about? It's like everything else in this place. You don't do it yourself, it never gets done. From now on, I want you to put an equal amount of blueberries in each muffin. An equal amount of blueberries in each muffin.
You know how long that's going to take?
I don't care how long it takes. Put an equal amount in each muffin.
You already ate it? You didn't even wait?
I didn't think about it. This is good. Tastes like a muffin. No, if we do the whole thing all together, it tastes like a muffin.
It's like mostly bread. That's just.
I think you need.
Give it a 2.
You're gonna do? I'm gonna
Give
give
it a 2. I felt like I just had a roll.
I think one of the problem is we're eating the ends.
If anybody ever
What
has,
if we cut in the middle?
If someone lives in New York and is watching this, if you've ever gone to the chicken spot and you got like chicken wings with
The
French
roll.
fries, the roll that they give you, that is this roll.
That's the hospital roll too.
Yeah, it's
School roll.
same thing.
Take the middle section and not the end. All right.
Yeah. Look at this. If you peel
There's
this off,
like
you can make a
no,
sandwich.
but there's like, oh, that's not good. Look how they drop it. Look how they drop it.
Wow, there's like nothing
Cut in the
there.
middle. That's why it's so doughy.
Why?
Look at where the machine puts the filling. It's mostly in the middle. This is why it's so doughy. Look at this right here.
Look at what?
I know.
They don't give you enough
Look.
food. So that's what the part we should eat? We
Yes.
just tore this thing apart.
Yeah.
No, don't pull this away from me. Looks like you're like, oh, I want the cream.
This.
Get your mind out the gutter.
Why is it so small?
Because that's where all the thing,
Oh, no,
all the
there's
cream
not.
is.
But there's no cherry on mine. Hold on. Wait. No. Let it go. Ugh. You gave me like nothing with cherry. There.
I'm literally cutting this open. Look, I cut it open.
There's not a lot.
Look at how much. Look at how flowing this is.
Yeah.
This is all bread and just like.
That's why it's so doughy. Okay, here we go.
That's why this
Yeah,
will
it
never
smells
be
like it smells like old fruit. Okay. Flavor's good.
Flavor's good, but it's just bread.
Oh.
Look at this.
I'm going back to a 3.
Look at this. Come on.
I can't do a 4 or 5 because there is way
Look at
too
this.
much bread. Yeah.
Look at that. What is that? It's all that bread. It's all that bread. Oh, now it's looking like insulation.
Like new
The one
insulation.
that'll get you itchy.
All right, what are you gonna give the cherry?
I don't know. I'll give it a.
Ooh, no. Oh, it tastes like butt. When you just eat the cream cheese, the cheese in the middle, by itself, it needs the fruit. It needs the fruit.
Look at this. What did we eat? A Danish or just some bread? What is wrong with you?
Give me the towel. I need to scrape my tongue.
You don't know where that towel's been.
Can I get the blueberry or the guava? I need to get that flavor out of my mouth. Oh, no. See, look, I think something's up. Something is up. Because, like, look how the blueberry has a lot more filling than the cherry. The cheese on its own is disgusting. The cheese tastes like
even the guava's
Japanese
like
snacks.
the guava was. Oh no! Oh
That
no!
was bad.
That is not even. Hell no!
Just taste the cheese on its own.
I've had it. That's the one I buy. That is just cheese.
You nasty! That is gross. It needs the fruit. Okay, so wrapping up. Once we get the crinkle fries sound, well, crinkles.
Can you push it out?
Oh, I thought you want me to eat it.
I'll eat it. Eat it!
Ooh, God, it smelled.
No, you can't take a bite like that and then put it back in.
I think it's just too much. I have too much flavor overload. Nope. Alright.
Can I interest you in some bread?
Alright, so put it down. Put it down. Put the cookies down. Alright, so let's recap.
Yeah.
All 3 I gave a 3. Putting it together, I enjoyed the flavors a lot, but they could not rise to a 4 or 5 because it is very doughy. One thing I'm glad it's not super flaky, which that annoys me. I don't like my food flakes off of me. But the flavor's really good.
I almost feel like, even though the flavor,
Wait, you didn't
like
give
on
a cherry.
you
didn't give the cherry.
I think I said like a 2 or a 3.
Well, is it a 2 or a 3?
I don't remember.
Well, just say a new number.
Where did I give the blueberry?
A 2.
That's a 3. That's better than a blueberry.
Okay. So you gave the blueberry 2. And the
Even
other
though
two a
these
3.
are like 3s, don't
And a
buy
2.
this. Don't buy this. Not unless you're like a fan of like school bread and the hospital rolls,
Or like chicken fried, chicken spot bread.
or if like the chicken spot, you go to the chicken spot and they ran out of rolls and you're like, man, I really want a roll. Go buy one of these. Shave off the fruit and use the rest. You don't even have to shave off the fruit. Like, you can literally pull at least 5 layers of bread before you get to any kind of cheese, any kind of cream. So you can literally... This is like those people that don't like eating the crust on the sliced bread. This... Look at that. Look at that. Ew, there's a hair on it, too.
Well, that's a cat hair. That's from us. All right, well...
Look at it.
Okay, Mr. Layers. Mr. Bread. So you won't buy these?
Hell no. I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done buying these.
I mean, I might buy 1 or 2, like, random. I don't think it'll be one of those cream sodas, but I will have to say I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting to be, like, a 1 or a 2 on these. So, well.
I'm almost considering changing all my scores. Because that bread really brings it down.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Okay, I'll leave the scores the same, but listen, the bread...
That's why I'm not bringing it to a 4 or the 5. If the bread was more of like the Entenmann's or it was like more flaky...
These things would have been amazing.
Okay, so that's the problem, is the bread. But the flavor is on point.
Flavor is good.
Except don't eat the cheese by itself. That was like butt. That was gross. As you saw, I was having a moment.
This was the cheesy episode, the cheese Danish episode. If you like your Danishes cheesy, smash that subscribe button, like that bell, push that notification, leave some comments, and tell us how cheesy you like it.
All right. See you next time.